Duchess is a powerful class in Elden Ring Nightreign. In order to unlock her full potential, we will need to complete multiple steps in her Remembrance Questline, all of which will be covered in this guide. There will be spoilers in the form of important information, and as usual, useful timestamps can be found in the video description. The first thing we will need to do is unlock the Duchess Class. To do this, we just need to play until finding the Old Pocket Watch Relic. This is all but guaranteed to be awarded for defeating the first Night Lord, Gladius. Back at Round Table Hold, we can speak with the Priestess NPC, show her the Old Pocket Watch, then give it to her. That will get us the Duchess as a playable class. We may also need to unlock the Revenant Class, as she is involved in Duchess's Questline. To do this, we will need to go purchase the Besmirched Frame Relic from the Small Jar Bazaar. After buying that and reloading the game, we can go into the east section of Round Table Hold to find and touch a Phantom. This will transport us to an arena of sorts where we will need to defeat the Revenant or Night Idol before she is unlocked as a playable character. If you die in the attempt, you can always try again, and it took me a few tries before working out a strategy. What I found to work best was to keep the Phantoms away from the Night Idol in order to defeat them. The large skeleton phantom I just left alone, keeping in mind that I would have to avoid its beam attack once the Night Idol was around half health. I then used my ultimate art on Wilder to seal the deal and finish off the Night Idol. That should unlock the Revenant as a playable character, allowing us to complete Duchess's quest. In order to access the first Duchess Remembrance, we will need to play as Duchess, and I was able to access the first step of her quest after reaching Day 3 in a single expedition. At that point, I had her Chapter 3 journal entry available and could begin her first Remembrance. Once we do that, we will need to speak with Raider, then Wilder, then Raider once again. This should get us a personal objective to find armament maintenance materials in Limveld. We will need to play a match as Duchess and make sure the Remembrance is active in order to complete her personal objective. As with all of these, only one player can complete a personal objective per expedition. If our personal objective was given priority, we should see a red banner or flag icon on the map indicating its location. For this objective, we should find it near the southwest edge of the map. Upon our arrival at that spot, we will need to defeat a group of enemies, the Guardians of the Dew. We can then pick up the golden dew nearby to complete the objective. So long as we finish the match, succeeding or failing to defeat the final boss, we will get credit for the objective. That being said, defeating a Night Lord as Duchess may be required to advance further in her questline, so do your best to succeed. Back at Round Table Hold, we can give Golden Dew to Wilder to receive the Faded Iron Coins. We can then speak with Raider, followed by the Revenant. We'll then need to speak with the Iron Menial about the Wilder's condition and use the portal that appears nearby to exit the Remembrance. Upon completion, we will be rewarded with the Golden Dew Relic, which can be equipped at the Relic Rite station. As mentioned before, I had successfully completed one expedition with Duchess at this point. This may be required to gain access to her Chapter 5 journal entry, where we can begin her second Remembrance. We will need to start by finding the Wilder. If we go west to the kitchen area, we can find a clue that leads us out and around the side of the building to find a sleeping Wilder. Eating the nearby bread will initiate a conversation with Wilder and get us the pita bread quest item. We can take this over to the Iron Menial NPC, tell him about the pita bread, and exhaust any remaining dialogue. We can then use the nearby portal to exit the Remembrance, and doing so will get us the Duchess Chalice. I was then able to immediately begin the third Remembrance for Duchess, located in Chapter 6 of her journal. For this, we'll need to go back to the kitchen area and speak with Raider. After saying maybe we shouldn't defeat the Night Lord and exhausting his remaining dialogue, we can go back to the central chamber to find a note on the round table. We will then need to move south to the shore to confront the Revenant. Speaking with her will initiate a duel, and this is a pretty tough fight. I eventually found that the best strategy was just to focus on Revenant while trying to avoid the other enemies, jumping in for a quick few attacks before retreating back to avoid Revenant's deadly claws. It was a bit chaotic, but I found it to be preferable to a slower game of attrition with trying to handle her allies first. Once we've defeated Revenant, we can speak with her to get the Crown Medal quest item. However, our task is not yet complete for this Remembrance. We should still have a personal objective for Duchess to find the message in Limveld. The objective should be located near a cliff edge in the northeast area of the map. Upon our arrival, a group of fallen mercenaries will appear, which we will need to defeat. Afterwards, we can go pick up the Weather Vane's Words item from the nearby tombstone, then finish the match to complete the objective. Again, we don't need to defeat the final boss, and I actually only made it to the end of day 2 during this expedition. Back at Round Table Hold, we will need to speak with Raider once more and share Weather Vane's message. We can then use the nearby portal to exit the Remembrance. Upon completion, we will be rewarded with the Crown Medal Relic. Progressing further in Duchess's questline may require some additional prerequisites to be met. This could include the defeat of at least 4 unique expedition targets or Night Lords, which will unlock the final expedition target, Night Aspect. It could also require completion of Wilder's questline up to and through his Chapter 7 Remembrance, where you retrieve the Silver Tear from Noclateo. This is a lengthy process, and I have a whole separate guide for Wilder's questline that I will leave a link to in this video's description, just in case it is required. I'll also leave a pinned comment on this video where I have more up-to-date information on the exact requirements for continuing Duchess's questline, so be sure to check there as well. In any case, even after doing all of that, I still needed to defeat another Night Lord as Duchess, and I just defeated Gladius once more. After doing that, I was finally able to access the last remembrance for Duchess in Chapter 8 of her journal. For this remembrance, we will need to bless Iron Coin at the Round Table. We will then need to journey down to the crypt to speak with Iron Menial and give blessed Iron Coin, then exhaust the remaining dialogue. After that, we can go find Wilder in the wardrobe room or study and say, "Let us defeat the Night Lord." We will then need to return to the Menial and speak with him once more. Doing this will complete the remembrance and get us the Remembrance Garb or outfit for Duchess. Upon exiting the remembrance, we will be rewarded with the Blessed Iron Coin relic and unlock the final journal entry for Duchess. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me in the comments where I will do my best to help. If you want to see more great content, you can head over to my channel, and if you're new, consider subscribing. You're helping me feed my cat. Her name's Marshmallow. Have a great day if you're here today, have a great Saturday, and a great weekend. And as always, thanks for watching.